Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome along to the 70th edition of the Tour of Valencia, the Volta a la Comunidad Valenciana, running for the next 5 days with some of the top names in world cycling. We begin in Orihuela with 10.17 kilometres of a time trial. It's a difficult last 600 metres that Geraint Thomas was talking about, a climb to the finish at 10% of a gradient. So a time trial start in the south of the Valencian community, gradually heading north before a final dart south again to the region's capital with a short, flat stage on Sunday. This is how it started so far, with Jos van Emden has just set the fastest time so far. He's got better than Diego Rosa, Team Sky, a 10-second difference. You can get a good appreciation here for how difficult the finish is. Sitting alongside me is Brian Smith, and well, no surprise that that name is up at the top. Bit of a surprise to see how difficult this time trial is at the end.
Yeah, I think everybody came here thinking that they were going to get 10.3 kilometres fairly flat. You can see the climb now as we see Boasson Hagen just starting his time trial effort. And it's another thing, Boasson Hagen coming off, and what he does is he rides quite a lot in Spain, but goes back and goes rides snow, you know, does a lot of cross-country skiing and things like that. So it's the first opportunity for a lot of these riders. So it is going to be an interesting one. This time trial throw up some interesting results.
Eye on this man, Nelson Oliveira of Portugal, 29 years of age. He's made the top 5 at the past 2 editions of the World Time Trial Championships. And we're back with Edvald Boasson Hagen now. It's time to get that clock up. 13:05:08 is the fastest time so far. 12.5 minutes on the clock at the minute for Edvald Boasson Hagen, the Norwegian national champion. Remember, new bikes, new kit for Dimension Data over the winter. This is their first European race and a chance to tick off the first win. Finish line, you can just see it out the corner. It's looking pretty good at the minute for Edvald Boasson Hagen, who I think is going to set the fastest time. He's motoring along to the line. This is very good. Oh, it's almost 10 seconds quicker. Edvald Boasson Hagen sets the new fastest time, 47 kilometers per hour, and that is going to take some beating. The first time sub 13 minutes, and Edvald Boasson Hagen is off to the hot seat. 12:42, the time ticks by. Nice crowd for a Wednesday afternoon when everybody's working. Of course, the weather helps with that. And Nelson Oliveira, well, he's not going to be troubling Edvald Boasson Hagen's position in the hot seat. It's going to be a decent time nonetheless. Into the last 50 metres he goes round this corner. And not far away from the time set by Jos van Emden. Good enough, I think, for 3rd or 4th place. Individual time trialling is back in the Tour of Valencia after last year's team effort that didn't count because of the poor weather. Beautiful sunshine today, not a cloud in the sky, and Tony Martin is looking to try and start on the path that, for him, he'll hope will take him to another rainbow jersey, a 5th rainbow jersey. Now, this is an interesting man to watch today. He's joined a new team. He can time trial, and with the finish, with an uphill finish, it's probably right up his street, isn't it? Jonas Aguirre. Tony Martin coming up to the time check. Just over 6 minutes so far. Quick enough over the first part, I think. Low 6 minutes seems to be good at that point. So 12:54.71, Edvald Boasson Hagen's time. Dan Martin is motoring up this climb. It's not quite going to be as quick as Edvald Boasson Hagen. But this is the part of the circuit that he'll be one of the quickest on, without doubt.
Well, as he comes around this corner, he's only got one corner to go, and he'll be in the finish. So it's not a bad time by Dan Martin.
In the end, it looks pretty good, and I think he's going to be inside the top 10, well inside the top 10. Look at that time that we didn't see on screen. Harry Tanfield of Great Britain as well is 6th at the moment, but Dan Martin has ridden a brilliant time trial there, and that is a great start to the Vuelta de la Comunidad Valenciana for him. So Team Sky fans, Welsh sports fans, Geraint Thomas fans, this is the time that you have been waiting for all winter. The Tour de France champion is back in action. The British time trial champion races his first race of the season. Will it be the Giro? Will it be the Tour that he takes on first, though?
Like I think Geraint Thomas I think it'd be nice to see him go back and try and win the Tour de France again. And I think for Team Sky, it's good to go into Tour de France with 2 leaders.
Tony Martin is about to finish. We'll keep an eye on that time. The World Road Champion is going to wear the Movistar blue for one of the few times this season. He's the defending champion at this race overall. It is Alejandro Valverde Belmonte on the road from Orihuela and finishing high up at the top of Orihuela. Will it be with one of the fastest times, however? Incidentally, Tony Martin's last win in a race outside the National Championship was at this very race in 2017 when he won a stage of the Volta a la Comunitat Valenciana. His last 2 wins have been the German National Championships. It's going to be a decent time, not as quick as Edvald Boasson-Hagen, however.
No, the Norwegian champion is going to beat the German champion by what?
7 seconds, 6 seconds? Yeah, 6.6 seconds.
Yep. Good enough for second, so German champion goes into second. So a good effort there. Just kind of found it difficult on that climb there, like everybody else is doing, but still a really good effort.
This is Adam Yates, beginning his season here as well and about to start the climb. Great year for Mitchells and Scott last year. They won their first Grand Tour. Simon Yates with that wonderful victory at the Vuelta España. Assis Aguirre is not going to set the fastest time.
Very good time. He's just going to come up a little bit short, but this is definitely a very, very good time here.
It's good for the rest of the week overall. You can hear what it means to the locals as well as they cheer him on. He's going to be inside the top 5. He might even be quicker than Tony Martin. Yes, second place. Wow. What a ride that is from Jonas Aguirre. Yates to take on the last couple of corners. And he's going to be outside the top 30. There he is, crossing the line right now. 32nd. Last kilometre in the meantime for the defending overall champion, Alejandro Valverde. We know that he's not a natural time trialist, but it's a part of his game that he has improved in the last few years. As Geraint Thomas isn't going to win the stage today.
Yeah, you can just see it. And he's... in the way he's riding at the moment, head down, he's swaying a little bit.
He is losing the top 10 though.
Yeah, losing a little bit of time. He hit the bottom of the climb, you know, up there with the best, but just crosses the line 13-16 or 13-15 in 11th place, which is a good ride. But you can see on that climb, he's just suffering a little bit towards the top. Solid
start for Geraint Thomas on his return to racing. 11th place as it stands in the time trial, the opening day of the Tour of Valencia. 30 seconds to get over the line from here. Edvald Boasson-Hagen with a brilliant ride to beat Jos van Enden. We know that Jonas Aguirre has got close since then. We've seen Geraint Thomas set a time just outside the top 10. Alejandro Valverde, less than 15 seconds to get over the line now. He's got one more big hairpin to do here. It's looking good for Edvald Boasson-Hagen, I think.
Yeah, for sure. You can just see it now. He's almost at the time. The time is up now, so it's going to be, I think, maybe a little bit slower than Geraint Thomas.
Let's have a look. The time's ticked by. We know that Edvald Boasson-Hagen is going to win the stage, but for Movistar, for Valverde, it's important to see where he starts. And he's just inside the top 10, I think. 8th place for Alejandro Valverde. The winner of the stage on day 1 in Valencia is a man who's been down here to train. Edvald Boasson-Hagen takes the stage. Alejandro Valverde, the defending champion, starts well. We're underway in Valencia. So Edvald Boasson-Hagen picking up Team Dimension Data's first victory of this 2019 season. He beats Jonas Aguirre by 5.36 seconds. Tony Martin back on form in 3rd place at 6.9 seconds. Dylan turned with a great start for Bahrain Merida, a ride that we didn't see, but he's in 4th place at 8 seconds as well. Jos van Enden at 10, Oliveira, Bilbao, Valverde, Tratnik with a good ride, and Dan Martin in 10th place with a superb start. I tell you what, looking at all the big names up there, we are set up beautifully for these 5 days of racing.